G'day folks, and welcome to today's Round 6 FFA Cup clash, where it's do or die in this massive matchup between two Football Queensland Premier League sides in the recently relegated former NSL club Brisbane City and the boys from up the range, the Southwest Queensland Thunder, here at Corporate Travel Management Stadium. In the FQPL, City sit at the top of the table, undefeated thus far as they look to bounce back to the promised land in the National Premier League's Queensland, whilst the Thunder are fighting hard to stay in the hunt for finals and do one better than last year, where they lost the FQPL Grand Final. Both teams have had far from an easy ride in the Cup as City face off against Redlands United of NPL fame in round 4, where the Atsuri ran out 5-2 victors, and then coming up against Capital League 1 side Pine Hills in round 5, who they dispatched 2-0 at home. The Thunder have had to face off against Western Pride in round 4, where they made light work of the contest in a 4-1 win over fellow FQPL side, before facing the Brisbane Premier League's Toowong FC, who they managed to beat 4-1 at home. Plenty of changes to the sides for the Citizens today, as standout players Yuta Hirayama, Koji Kato, Kai Bolton, and also captain or coach Matt Smith all make their way to the bench, and newest signing Fraser Hills is omitted from the matchday squad. For the Thunder, they will be without their star man Pasquale DeVita, as he will be out for almost 2 months with a broken arm, sustained in an awkward challenge and tackle against Southside Eagles 2 weeks ago. We wish him a speedy recovery and all the best for that one. Last time these two sides faced off was in round 3 of the FQPL this season, where Brisbane City got the chocolates in a 1-0 win, with the goal coming from the boot of last year's FQPL Golden Boot winner, Yuta Hirayama. Despite the tight scoreline, however, it was a truly dominant performance from Matt Smith's men. They should have had a few more goals, and their defence proving impregnable as it has all season, conceding only 2 goals thus far in the league. He'll be hoping for more of the same today as his side face off against Southwest Queensland Thunder here at Corporate Travel Management in this Round 6 FFA Cup clash. My name is Campbell Johnson, and I'll be taking you through all the action in today's matchup, which should be an absolute cracker. Quickly run through the team sheets. I mentioned before that Yuta Hirayama, Koji Kato, Kai Bolton, Matt Smith will be on the bench, as well as Riley Stent, the backup goalkeeper, and Jack McNally. For the starting lineup, however, number 1, Juro Dragicevic in goal, 25, Tyson Martin, number 4, Daniel Bowles, the captain for today, and he has been all season, number 5, Matt Jones, number 6, Scott Halliday, number 10, Sam Sabatuara, number 8, Kai Fechner, number 11, Brandon Reeves, number 14, Ethan Wildermuth, number 23, Antha Antonis, number 24, Connor McKenzie. And for the visitors in their starting lineup, it is number 1, Jace Hudson, number 2, Jordan Tucker, number 3, Mirko Crociati, the Italian skipper, number 5, Wade Hall, number 7, Brody Welch, number 8, Vico Sarugo, number 12, Will Orford, number 13, Brenton Pennells, number 16, Richard Hayden, number 18, Jordan Howard, as well as Wilfred Phillip in number 21, leading the line alongside Brody Welch. Number 4 on the bench, it is Michael Ryan. Number 6, Jack De Bortoli. Number 10, Jackson Frank. Number 15, Charles Miller. Number 19, Cormac McCarthy. And their reserve goalkeeper, John Crow. One to watch out for. Hasn't had too much game time this season is Arthur Antonis. He scored 3 goals in the first 2 games of the season off the bench. 1 goal coming against Wynnum Wolves in round 1, and 2 goals coming against Mitchelton in round 2. He'll be one to watch out for. Usually a super sub for Matt Smith, as he'll be sitting along on the touchline today. Spoke to him a few weeks ago, and he said that he honestly prefers coaching from the sideline at times. Gives him a little bit of time to think about things tactically, bark some orders rather than focusing on his job in terms of playing, as the sides are walking out onto the field now. City led by their fearless leader in Dan Bowles, former A-League player, former Brisbane Roar player, plenty of caps in the A-League, and Southwest Queensland making the trip up the range in the yellow, led out by their captain, number 3, Mirko Crociati. Fantastic player, him. Italian visa player, product of the Inter Milan Academy. Was in the 2020 FQPL Team of the Year and was the 2020 Southwest Queensland Thunder Players Player. Absolutely fantastic import, proving his worth. Another one, Pasquale De Vita, unfortunately not able to do so tonight due to that broken arm. If City win this game, they'll go on to face Lions, who beat Logan Lightning 5-0 yesterday. It'll be a Super Classico round 7 right before the Magic round, or right before the round of 32, the national round, the one that every team will want to get to. And Brisbane City have never made their way into the national round. They'll be looking to do so, change their fate. It's do or die tonight in this clash as we see the teams warming up and getting into their huddles. Southwest Queensland got a lot to prove in this one. Earlier in the season it was 1-0. We're looking to prove that they're a force to be reckoned with, not only in the league but in the cup as well. The magic of the cup, will it continue? Other results in the FFA Cup. Olympic beat Southside Eagles last night at Memorial Park. A fantastic performance from the team in red. Steve White killing it in midfield as always, got man of the match in that one. Good performances from Shannon Brady as well as Jack Glover. Had a fantastic performance at right back all game long, impenetrable back there. City will be kicking us off today, and here's Brandon Reeves in the middle of the park. Fantastic player, coming back from injury. He's been in the squad and on the bench for the past few games, coming back from, I believe, a groin injury. He's starting tonight and will get us underway in this round 6 FFA Cup clash between Brisbane City and Southwest Queensland Thunder here at Spencer Park, Corporate Travel Management Stadium. This ball's sent forward. Halliday, who's been incredible for City all season long, be in the base of midfield. Juro Dragicevic sending it as Hall, playing it into the middle. Brody Welch on the ball now, trying to find some space. Looks to play it forward, but Tyson Martin will be able to clear it, sends it high into the air, and Vico Sarugo looking to get underneath it. He's 8v8 as Kai Fechner tries to give him a challenge. City just trying to breathe a little bit in these early stages. Wade Hall dispossessed by Brandon Reeves, streaming forward, and Mirko Crociati puts in a challenge, giving it away, but they get it back. McKenzie is one to look out for on that right flank. Young players coming into the squad in Ethan Wildermuth, Kai Fechner. Kai Fechner's got a fair bit of experience. Ethan Wildermuth, a younger player, that is for sure. He's looking to prove himself to his coach. Be a throw in now. Thunder with it now on the edge of the box, but City can win it back and look to spring out of defence. Jones sending it long, only finding a Thunder player. Sarugo finding a lovely ball to Orford. He's got men out wide. He takes the shot himself. Will go just wide of the post. And Ethan Wildermuth, Gregory Terrace product, promoted to the first team following the departures of Kai Barnes and Jack Boxall. Got his first team contract at the start of the year. It's a good turnout here at Corporate Travel Management Stadium as Thunder will look to put it into the mixer. Coming up big there. It's Jordan Howard. Didn't win out in the end, and it will be Brisbane City goal kick. Dan Bowles was playing in the centre of defence. The City look to employ a 3-5-2 with Scott Halliday at the base of midfield. You can see him there leading the line. It's Brandon Reeves and Antonis It's a good lineup. Missing some strength due to the midweek, or this being a midweek clash, giving some other players some needed game time as they look to prove themselves. Thunder just move forward, but City can clear it well, as Antonis leading the line there. Antonis with it now. Back to Mackenzie. Just playing it between themselves for the moment. Streaming forward is Brodie Welch. What a player he is. Hayden, not able to connect properly with it. Not able to find a target. Dragicevic maybe looking for the short option here, and he'll go long. Unable to pull it down. Brandon Reeves chasing it. But it will be a throw in for Mackenzie here. Wildermuth inside to Halliday. Fantastic player, as is Tyson Martin now, playing in that left centre-back position, pushing his team forward. Sabatuara, club stalwart. Sarugo intercepting well. Orford got a hat-trick recently in their last game in the Cup against Toowong. Wildermuth just struggling to control it there as Phillip tracks back. Orford outside to Hayden. Wade Hall streaming at the back post. Cut out well by Matt Jones. He's been consistent for them all season long. Part of that best defence in FQPL as the ball's whipped in, and Sarugo climbing high but not high enough. And Fechner will try and move it forward back to Wildermuth. Fechner winning out again. Reeves plays it to him and they look to move forward. Sabatuara now. Dispossessed well by Hayden. Hayden puts it out to his fullback in Wade Hall. Over 100 games for the club. It's Brodie Welch using his physicality well against Matt Jones and gets outside with plenty of space and time. He's into the box now, cuts it towards the back post, and they'll be able to put it away. Did that cross the line? Linesman says no. And what a save by Dragicevic. And I believe it was Orford at the back post. And it was a fantastic attack there, and the credit has to go to Brodie Welch, using his physicality well against Matt Jones and pushing his way into the box, playing it across the face. That is one for the highlight reels from Dragicevic. I thought for all money it was going in. And will that be a chance? They were missing. Wildermuth with the ball now. May opt for the switch and does to Jones. Just building patiently are the citizens, the Atsuri. Southwest Queensland close to breaking down the best defence in the league. One may have thought they should have scored there. Good flick on by Welch to Hall, but Hall's pass doesn't find a yellow shirt. Sky Blues can reset, and it's a high press from Ivor Prasad's men. Going to apply some pressure, force a mistake like we saw before. Wildermuth now trying to play it to Mackenzie, but Hall can intercept and play it forward. It's the right option, maybe just a little too narrow on that occasion as Reeves back to Fechner. He's got 3 yellow shirts around him and manages to play it to Martin. Can play either at left back or centre back. Playing a beautiful ball into Sabatuara. Looks to get inside, who gets past his defender, and Tucker has the shot, but it is blocked well. Fechner with it now in a dangerous area for a shot. played in the box, and I believe Pennells gets up for it as they can send it out. Welch against Jones again, and we're seeing a lot of that tonight as Wade Hall now with the ball, having a great opening to this game. SWQ now, such a consistent performer for them. Strong box-to-box midfielder, gets forward and scores goals too. And Mirko Crociati busting out the skills from centre back, and a loose pass was to its intended target in Pennells, but he just can't control it. And it looks like Pennells is slotting into midfield, and Howard's gone back to centre back as Wade Hall trying to get around. Wildermuth just plays it back to his defence. Jones now lays it inside. Nice run by Reeves, coming short. He'll just play it back to Martin. Opts for the safe ball. Halliday. Wildermuth now. Gregory Terrace product. Back to Jones. Kenzie making a run on the outside. Wildermuth trying to find him, but just a bit behind him on that occasion. Crociati will be taking a throw in for Thunder, wearing the captain's armband today. Goes long down the line. Well won by SWQ. Gets it back over the top towards Welch. Hands all over, bowls, and back to him. And it is given against Brodie Welch on this occasion. I have to say, rightly so. Steady Bowles will take it by the looks of things. Hands it off to Dragicevic as they move forward. Sends it long. Kenzie rising high. Didn't think he'd get to that one, and he does. Reeves now has the shot, but it is blocked there by Howard. Will be City corner now. Heading over to take it. Looks like Svatuara. Been at the club for 6 years now. Former captain. Former Brisbane Roar youth. Was their joint top goal scorer last season in the NPL with 6, as he's actually on the edge of the box now. And the ball's in. Wildermuth sat up well for him, but he couldn't put it away. And I believe it was Antonis with the cross before from the corner. Crociati under pressure from Mackenzie. Does get a touch on it, but they can recover it. Go again through Hayden. He's got runs from Welch, trying to get in behind. SWQ now. Outside to Tucker. Howard into Hall. Hall slotting into midfield at times as well from that fullback position as Crociati across to Pennells. SWQ. There's a challenge from Wildermuth, but no connection. It's Phillip trying to win it back and does so. Referee says play on. Mackenzie just playing it back to Jones. Martin making a run for himself, looking to play it over the top. That's a beautiful ball if it can sit up and stay in. And Antonis just not fast enough on that occasion. Tucker wins out, but he's persistent in this one. It's not over yet as SWQ heads it out, and Orford will be able to control it. The switch will come in the direction of Crociati as they press forward now. Ball out wide to Antonis if he can keep it in, and he can't. to be a change of formation for Thunder from the usual. It's well intercepted by Orford, but just allows City to get back in the hunt for a goal. They haven't had really any opportunity as of yet, as Hall looks to move forward, and a big shoulder-to-shoulder challenge from Mackenzie there. And it will be a throw-in for the Thunder. Connor Mackenzie there with the challenge. Joined City in 2007 as a 6-year-old. It's his 15th season at the club. And you love to see the pathway from a junior into the first team, and their relegation to the FQPL just provides opportunity for players like Mackenzie to hop into the first team. He played the first ever NPL game in Australia. It was an under-12s curtain raiser for the men's team. It's a brilliant story as Howard tries to clear it. Mackenzie wins it out. It's one to watch, and flicked on by Reeves, but no one running on for it. It's Jace Hudson. Sends it 50 plus. Sabatuara winning out, but Tucker can pounce on it. Looking to counter-attack here. It's a beautiful ball, but Phillip can't get on the end of it. And they just send it out for a throw-in. Hayden now on the outside, looking to cut inside and find an option. Pennells will play it out. Antonis got a touch on it, but Crociati gets it in the end. Hall now, he's got Welch in front of him. Looks to play him in, but it's blocked well on this occasion. Crociati now. Howard. Back to Crociati. He's finding himself far out left in this game. He's running through. Hall now, he'll look to deliver, and it's blocked well by Mackenzie. Getting back and doing the dirty work. Ball with the throw-in. Can't find a yellow shirt. Mackenzie back to his keeper. Crociati will look to rise above it. Takes a nice touch and plays it to Hall. He's not had much luck in this game as of yet. He's been lively as he gets around Jones now. Delivers it into the box. Welch gets a touch, but they can't deliver. No one's following up for Thunder as Crociati wins it well. He's got an option in the middle. It is Orford. Orford now. He's got a man in front of him. Hall now cuts across the goal. Welch with a lovely turn and can't get a shot off. And it's beautiful build-up play by the Thunder as Sarugo from deep can hit him, as well as Crociati playing it over the top. It's straight into the arms of Dragicevic. It's two chances gone begging for the Thunder. Two quality chances at that, and both having a lot to do down this left-hand side through Wade Hall and Brody Welch. Both of them looking deadly in friendly fire as the Thunder players collect each other. And it looks like a City player may have instigated it. It's Orford looking to deliver a ball or just play it short, and Tucker may take it instead as they opt for the short one. Orford now playing it inside. Welch now wrestled on the box, but it's clean in the end. Reeves now, he's got goals in his bloodlines. Plays it back to Mackenzie. Jones and back to him. Jones putting it forward and slipping over. Bit of a touch finder from the centre back. It's Crociati with the throw in inside to Orford. Played at Ipswich with Joe Duckworth and Alex Parsons, who got his first professional A-League contract earlier in the week. He's been absolutely on fire for the Raw. Orford's been on fire in the FQPL, and we all know about Joe Duckworth. As Orford gets the ball now, may look for an option inside. Is Pennells, Sarugo, outside to Crociati. Hall will make a run forward and won't be found. Orford on the edge of the box now. He's got Pennells running on, who has a strike from deep, and it'll make its way into the top corner. And what a strike from the centre back. Brenton Pennells, the former Willow-born player, winds up from deep and puts his side 1-0 up in the cup. He played for Willowburn before joining the Thunder in 2020. Southwest Queensland local. There's plenty of them running about, not only for Southwest Queensland Thunder, but also for City. Familiar name in Dan Bowles. Not only did he play for the Raw, but Fechner moves it forward. Reeves now looking to get back into this game early. Playing it out wide to McKenzie. McKenzie into the box, and Crociati cuts it out. Coaches for the club as well. He's got an option in front of him. It is Wade Hall. Welch on the edge of the box. We're in front of him trying to make that run. He does so. He may look to return the favour as Matt Jones grabbing a little bit of material on his way through, and Sarugo looks to play it through. Can't find a target. Dan Bowles also playing for the St Albans FC, South Toowoomba Hawks and the Toowoomba Raiders, where he made his Brisbane Premier League debut at just 15. Welch now moving forward with it. He may wind up. Another Willowburn player, Brody Welch. You'd have to think there'd be plenty of the Bowles family in attendance today. It's Martin. The ball struggles to get past Crociati, but he gives away the foul on Antonis, much to the dismay of some travelling fans. They move forward. Fechner. Nudgee College. Boyd, brother of Alex Fechner. At Lions FC, moved across from City following the relegation. A real standout for City over the past few years as Sarugo. Nice interplay with Phillip. Orford now trying to get around Martin. Does well. Plays it into Phillip. The flick, but just can't connect. But it's lovely build-up play from Thunder as Antonis will try and get around Crociati. It's been a battle so far, and Antonis tries to play the ball forward. Can't do so. Plenty of firepower on the bench for Brisbane City. They may have to call upon it as they do get warmed up. Looks like Koji Kato getting warmed up. A few of the other players. I'm sure they won't panic as of yet. Remember, if a winner's not found by 90 minutes, there will be extra time and penalties if needed. The ball played on over the top to McKenzie, trying to control it. It's a nice ball, but just a little bit too far on this occasion. McKenzie trying to control it, but just a little bit in front of him. Thunder moving forward now. Orford with it, into Phillip. Can't control it, can't move it forward. Hayden doing well on that right-hand side. And you wonder, will the Thunder sit back, try and defend, or will they keep pushing for more? Yuta Hirayama on the bench for City. if he gets called upon, and I think he will. Could be deadly. He scored the goal in their last meeting in round 3 this year, and a lovely ball, but read well by Howard. It's Pennells now, the goal scorer, looking to move it forward. Welch with a nice touch outside, but just a little bit too heavy on this occasion. Martin playing it down the line to Sabatuara. Look to move the ball forward. Around the grounds. Peninsula Power are beating Ipswich Knights 2-0 at the moment. Their first goal coming within 40 seconds off the kickoff. Not the start Ipswich Knights would be looking for. They are coming up, obviously, against tough opposition in Peninsula Power. Reigning premiers of the NPL, currently leading the race for that this season as well. Perfect in the league so far. They've had to play some good opposition as well on their way. They've had to play Lions. They've had to play Olympic. And this weekend, they'll come up against Gold Coast Knights, which will be a fantastic game in its own right. And looking like the team to beat so far is Bowles now. Just playing it back to Djurdjicevic. Some good pressure here and forces an error there. Will Orford will try and control it, and the height of Danny Bowles wins out. He's 189 centimetres tall. He managed to get it done there. Martin now opts for the switch towards McKenzie. He's got plenty of time and plenty of space. He's got Akers as Fechner moving forward, and the touch just a little too heavy. Sarugo trying to play it in to Hall, but McKenzie ever so busy on this right-hand flank. Will look to try and get around Crociati. Does so, but Crociati holding his ground well, and the shot still from McKenzie. Manages to poke a foot to it. And Orford now with the ball. Welch will look to get him behind. Phillip on the other side now. Turns around. Opts for Hayden. Orford again. Came over from Western Pride in this off-season. There's Hall now, the Centurion. Just playing it back to Crociati. Looking to play in Sarugo, but Sarugo just a little bit behind it, and Reeves using his physicality well on Howard. No options in front of him, opts to go back. Over the top, a lovely ball if Antonis can get to it, but he will be offside. You don't know if he was in there as Tucker was guarding him well, but it was a beautiful ball over the top. Sat up nicely. Tucker now. Outside to Hayden. Pennells now. He's got Crociati on the outside. And Hall as well, but well done by McKenzie to control it and get rid of it. He's been saying his name plenty already tonight. It will be a Thunder throw-in. Crociati now. Run at the back post from Hayden. Batuara chests it down and looks to counter. Antonis in front of him as well as Reeves. Cutting through the midfield, slicing through the midfield as Wildermuth hunted down by Hall. He could hear footsteps, and Sarugo wins out in a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge, as does Wildermuth, getting it back again. McKenzie just plays it back to his skipper. It is half-time in the Peninsula Power versus Ipswich Knights game at AJ Kelly Park. It is 2-0 to Peninsula Power. And they're on their way to round 7 and on their way to the round of 32. And in their way, if they go on to win this game, will be Olympic FC, and that is a matchup you will not want to miss. Both clubs have ambitions, clearly, on making the round of 32, but only one team can make it. Elsewhere, Edge Hill United will face off against Magpies Crusaders in the round 7 matchup, as Crociati into the box now in an unfamiliar territory as he cuts it across the goal. And no one there in time. Was Welch in the middle and Hayden at the back stick, but they can't get in front of their defender to put it away. It's Orford now in a great space as he cuts around. Martin winds up and it's blocked. He's been lively in that attacking midfield role as Hall now cutting into Sarugo, dispossessed by Wildermuth. Gold Coast Knights will play Sunshine Coast Wanderers as a physical challenge there from Hall. Gives away the free kick. 4 teams have already booked their spot, or booked the matchup. Olympic have booked their spot in round 7, as have Lions. 2 more matches left, including this one. Round 7 is certainly shaping up to be a treat in the coming weeks and months. As we get further into this national competition, it's Fechner moving forward now. Dribbling through the whole of midfield and defence as he's on it. He's brought down and the foul is given away on Mirko Crociati, I believe. I wouldn't think you'll see a card for this one, but he is getting a stern talking to. As we just passed the 30-minute mark. It's 15 minutes to play in this half. Antonis standing over it. He's assumed free kick duties. Looks to deliver towards the back stick, but it's dealt with well by the Thunder, and Sarugo will just clear it out of there. Out of danger, out of sight, out of mind. As he is trying to defend his spot there, and the foul is given away. Not too many quality chances from City so far, and it appears that the Thunder have come out with vengeance after that round 3 loss up at Clive Berghofer Stadium, where they were outplayed 0-1. This is delivered towards the back stick. They can't make anything of it. It's Jones. Pressure from Welch. Continues to Dragicevic as Phillip now applying the pressure, and they force a mistake. Dragicevic off his line. Welch has to get off his shot, and he does. They can't make anything of it as it's blocked. And that pressure I've been talking about all game coming to a head, nearly resulting in a goal for the Thunder. Forcing the mistakes. From City as one of their own potentially there, but they get away with it as Halliday into Fechner. He's been fantastic at dribbling through this midfield. Beautiful ball to Reeves. Reeves now winding up from deep and sends it over the crossbar. And Brandon Reeves, Gold Coast United's leading goal scorer in 2018. Plenty of time down in Adelaide. Started his football journey as a 5-year-old with Elizabeth Downs before progressing through the senior ranks as a 16-year-old with the Adelaide Raiders. Was there from 2010 to 2014 before being picked up by the Adelaide United youth in 2013, and spent some time with Sturt Lions 2015 to 17. And then making his way up to the Gold Coast. And now to Brisbane City. As Thunder move forward, and a big challenge there. Not given as Welch left on the ground, and Hall plays it inside. And Welch looks to be in a bit of pain, and it was a dirty challenge by the looks of things. Not given. He's writhing in pain, and it's the last thing the Thunder wanted after their star man in Pasquale Davida, injured 2 weeks ago in that game against Southside Eagles. And that was a gruesome one at that. This one, not as severe by the looks of things. And we hope he's all right. Still down in on the ground, clutching at the ankle. But the man with the most recent chance on goal, as Matt Jones seeing yellow there. One of Brisbane City's most consistent performers last season. And there's been a battle between those two all game long. And frustrations maybe just building for Jones. He'll have to be careful for the rest of the game as all the substitutes getting ready from both sides. It looks to be Cormac McCarthy the closest, and you'd have to think he'd be the most likely substitution in this scenario. He's got 2 goals so far in all competitions this season. Was the 2020 Southwest Queensland Under-20s Player of the Year, or Players Player, I should say, as a Southwest Queensland Thunder Junior. He did score in their last game against Wynnum Wolves, so whether he'll be making it onto the field or not depends. Thunder will be hoping Welch is all right. He looks to be getting carted off here by the physio and Dan Bowles. Lovely bit of sportsmanship from Bowles, looking after Toowoomba as he does, and a round of applause for Brodie Welch. Was in the 2020 FQPL Team of the Year last season, and he was the captain of Toowoomba Football League powerhouse Willowburn before joining the Thunder in 2020. We hope he's all right. 14 goals in 22 games last season. He's looked deadly all game long here. 3 goals so far this season, but it looks like they'll be without his services at this moment, and it is Cormac McCarthy who looks like he'll be getting the nod. On this occasion, and we hope Brodie Welch is all right. 2 injuries to attacking players as Cormac McCarthy does make his way onto the field. A youngster looking to make a difference and an impact in this game and make his presence known for his coach, Ivor Prasad, showing what he can do. And 1-0 up. So we have under 10 minutes to play in this half. McCarthy slotting in to that striker role alongside Wilfred Phillip. Young striking force. Kenzie struggles to keep it in. Wilfred Phillip, Southwest Queensland Thunder Junior, but he also had stints at Western Pride and Redlands before returning this year. Also played for the Gatton Redbacks and spent time in the Fleetwood Town International Academy. A lot of experience for a youngster. Scored the opener in their last game against Wynnum Wolves, as he's moving forward now with it. And loses it out. And City can clear it. The assist for that goal coming from Wade Hall, and they'll be looking to replicate that in today's game. It's Crociati. Back to Howard. Just being patient. They're 1-0 up. They want to hold on to this one. Don't make any silly mistakes, as Pennells does well. Crociati will play it first time outside to Hall. Hall now. Going to play it in towards Phillip. Jones does well. Matt Smith on the sideline for today's game. He's on the matchday squad, so he can come on if needed, as McCarthy now winding up. That's a lovely curling effort. Not enough power and placement. Just not precise enough, but hopeful nonetheless. Good signs early. Looking to unload, take shots. Halliday into Fechner. He's been a force driving through this midfield. Plays a beautiful ball into Wildermuth, giving his coach lots to think about. He plays it outside to Martin. With a ball of his own into Sabatuara with men in the box, and it is Reeves, but it's over his head, and Hall just heads it out. It's not over yet as Fechner into McKenzie now, trying to get around Hall, and Hall does well. As well as Fechner's doing, City midfield with Koji Kato, Fraser Hills and Scott Halliday. So strong and so consistent. Koji Kato really being the surprise player for Matt Smith, as Halliday has been unreal this season with a beautiful ball in. And Fechner to Martin. It's been brilliant on that left side of the fence. Some beautiful balls forward, lovely progressive passes. This ball played over the top, but just a little too long. Stradicevic can reset. Member of that 2015 Joey's side that played in the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in Chile. As he passes it out to Martin, former Olympic youngster, into Wildermuth. Back outside to Sabatuara, former club captain. Into Tyson there. Fechner. He's getting plenty of touches early as Antonis. He's it back to Bowles. City looking to just keep it on the ground frequently, and they've got numbers ahead of them. Hall now surging through, looking to play it into Phillip, but Jones stays on the right side of him. Crociati, lovely turn to get out of trouble, and he'll look for an option. Finds Hayden inside to Hall. Hall trying to get around Jones. Jones has got to be careful, and the foul is given away in a deadly position for a free kick. Thunder will be looking to go 2-0 up with 4 minutes to play in this half. It is, I would think, Orford standing over it. Former Ipswich Grammar boy. He's a Thunder junior, left for the QAS/Brisbane Roar Youth program as a 15-year-old before returning to Thunder this year after stints at South Melbourne and Western Pride. And he'll line it up here, and you'd think has to have a shot. Sends it straight into the wall as McCarthy back to Pennells. Pennells under pressure, but gets it out to Hayden. Hayden getting around his man well. He's got options inside. Goes himself. And Dragicevic just claims it. Lovely bit of close control and dribbling there by Richard Hayden. As Martin to thread a ball through, one would think, as he gets it back from Fechner. Just playing it between themselves and Halliday. 5 Team of the Week appearances so far, and we are on Football Queensland's Facebook and YouTube, so make sure to leave a comment. As Sabatuara moving forward, let us know what you're thinking of the game. Plays it back to Fechner. Into Antonis. Antonis will go out wide to McKenzie. He's been deadly for them in the last few games. Cuts inside. He may wind up himself, and he does so. It's a driving effort, fumbled by Hudson and put away to level the scores by Brandon Reeves, but all made there by Connor McKenzie. And City level it before the break. Jace Hudson will be kicking himself for that one, but it just made its way through some yellow shirts. Maybe got a deflection. It was hard for him to see, so to be honest, he did well. It was a tough shot, a driving effort, blocked by his own players. So it is level. It's a minute and a half in this half. It was just what the doctors ordered for Brisbane City. Their only real chance of the game so far is Martin back to Bowles. Bowles trying to play it towards Wildermuth, but makes its way through, and Crociati can win it back. Hall does well to get around and get back inside. The Centurion looking for an option inside. It is Pennells, hunted down by Antonis into McCarthy. McCarthy now struggles to control it as Fechner can move forward. He's pulled down, and a little bit of afters. The youngster getting fiery and feisty. It's a little bit of argy-bargy a few weeks ago when Roachdale came to play here. A corner late, and Tom Carroll, the Roachdale keeper, just taking Danny Bowles by around the neck. A little bit of an outburst. A professional foul by Carroll, but kicked off a little bit. And you wonder if you'll see the same here today as Sarugo into Crociati. Phillip does well to get around Matt Jones, who's been good today. Very little's gone past him, but most of the danger has been on that side, it must be said, as Hall losing out, and it will be a City throw-in. Kenzie will take it. Good crowd here at Corporate Travel Management Stadium. Brandon Reeves now, looking for his second of the night. Fechner, back to Bowles. Bowles, not sure if that was the ball he was looking for, but it worked out well as Martin into Sabatuara. Played a big hand in making the first goal. Halliday back to Martin. Reminder to let us know what you're making of the game so far. Make sure to follow Football Queensland on all the social channels. As McKenzie as well to keep it in play, and a lovely turn by him. Looks to go back outside, but it is dispossessed, and Halliday can move forward, recovering it. He's got an option in front of him. Just plays it in between Antonis and Sabatuara, but Antonis gets it back from the former. It's Wildermuth now. Get around Sarugo, does well, gets around through traffic. Cross comes in, but it is blocked by Hall, and Sarugo just puts it out for a City throw-in. McKenzie doing well, delivers it into the box, and Hudson just fouling there, fumbling the ball, and shouts for a penalty, but it's lost in the box. Lucky there is Jace Hudson. Being tested late in this half. He's winning well is Jones and Hall on the deck. Reeves now moving forward with it. And Wildermuth just playing it back to Martin. Not long left to play in this half. City just playing it around the back. Thunder pressing hard. Reeves playing it out towards McKenzie. He gets the first time ball over the top. Can't make much of it. Howard's dealt with it well. Pennells, Sarugo. McCarthy, back to Sarugo. And that will be half-time here at Corporate Travel Management Stadium. The scores are level as we head into the break. It is Brisbane City 1, Southwest Queensland Thunder 1. Don't go anywhere.
Quickly equalises. Arian Laurie has found a way to goal, and the Brisbane Strikers. The Coward saved by Scott. You can hear the crowd going up around Perry Park. Puts it away! There's scenes here at Perry Park for the second successive year. The Wellington Phoenix have been knocked out of the round of 32 by an NPL club.
There's something magical that happens inside those four painted lines. Yes, there's tackles, saves, goals, but that's not the magic I'm talking about. The FFA Cup, the pinnacle of knockout tournaments, where over 700 teams from grassroots to professional clubs battle it out to be Australia's champion. And it's here, on this stage, in front of these fans, where the magic really happens. Because there are no second chances, no days off, no excuses. To win, you need to be the best on the day. And just like when David bested Goliath, when the odds are stacked against you, when winning seems impossible, magic happens. We've seen the giants fall before, and it will happen again. So allow yourself to dream. The fans can dare to dream that this is the day. The chance for glory. The magic of the FFA Cup is real, and the time is now.
Oh, amazing touch. Spectacular.
It's time the cross. A towering header.
The keeper's out. The net's open.
Some people can't hide their passion. Don't hide yours. Join our team.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
happiness is knowing you'll find the perfect vehicle every time. Thrifty. Smiles all the way.
There's no better time to invest in women's football than right now. The success of Matildas and the Women's World Cup coming to our backyard in the next 3 years, it's incredibly important for governments to show that they support this kind of growth, they support this kind of female participation and this significant growth in football as a whole.
You know, a number of other sports have got their spiritual home, you know. Netball have got a purpose-built, you know, now spiritual home here in Queensland. You know, softball's always had Downey Park, you know, the hockey facility at Columbia. So all the other sports have got like a home of football, if you like, and it would be really great to have our own place to call home where we could really, you know, on a day-to-day basis, really work through living and breathing, you know, our vision and philosophy. It creates that, as you say, a shared sense of purpose, a shared sense of belief. You know, your club philosophy, your entire vision and philosophy can run throughout the club, and you can see that. You can role model it, you know, to all of the different sections. Everyone is on the same page. They're all moving in the same direction, all working for that same goal and that unified purpose. And I think that's incredibly important. You know, even if you look at the landscape in Queensland, we're very, very proud sporting history of Queenslanders, you know, making up more than
Welcome back to FFA Cup midweek action in this round 6 clash where it is Brisbane City versus Southwest Queensland Thunder, and it is 1-1. Southwest Queensland opened the scoring before Brisbane City got a scrappy one at the end there, and it was a fantastic opener by Brenton Pennells. But it is level coming back from half-time. It's been a fantastic game so far, and you'd have to think Southwest Queensland have been the more potent side as of yet. That is Brisbane City's 3rd goal conceded of the season, I believe. Could be their 4th, depending on their previous FFA Cup fixture. They've conceded 2 in the league so far. Conceded 2 against Redlands in the Cup. So it is their 5th so far. But we are back underway here in the FFA Cup. It is round 6. It's Brisbane City looking to move forward with the ball, and Brandon Reeves making his way forward, brought down but not given away, as it was shoulder to shoulder with Jordan Tucker. Tyson Martin doing well to get rid of it. As he gets it back again, he's been fantastic all game long and giving his coach, Matt Smith, a lot to think about. Whether he'll put him into the starting 11, we're not sure, as he is occupying Matt Smith's usual role in the left-sided centre-back, as they usually play with 3 at the back. And a lovely pass, just sneaks past Wilfred Phillip. And McKenzie looking to cut inside. He's been deadly all game long. The first goal arguably created by him is Orford, back to Sarugo. Crociati with a beautiful ball towards Cormac McCarthy. A throw in for Brisbane City on the far side. Remember to let us know what you're making of the game so far. We are on Football Queensland Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you follow Football Queensland on all social channels. Make sure you don't miss out a minute of coverage. To do that, you'll also have to subscribe to MPL TV. You can watch all action from Football Queensland live and on demand, and some specialised content as well. It's Martin with the ball. May have to opt for the switches. Koji Kato now onto the field in the central midfield role. Ethan Wildermuth coming off the field. Koji Kato, when speaking to Matt Smith earlier in the year, just a few weeks ago, he said Koji Kato was really the surprise player for him this season, as the ball coming across towards Reeves, and Jace Hudson coming out and claims it well. The Koji Kato coming over from South United this off-season. Japanese midfielder has been a revelation for Matt Smith's side. 2 Team of the Week appearances and 2 goals. Former Musgrave Mustangs Player of the Year in 2018, as well as 2019 Narang Soccer Club Best and Fairest Players Player and Golden Boot winner, getting the treble there. So he's made his way up the ranks of Queensland football and is now with Brisbane City and proving that he belongs, as he is on the ball now with a beautiful ball to Brandon Reeves, trying to get past the defence, and Koji Kato getting forward. It will be a corner for Brisbane City. Kato making an impact early off the bench and early in this second half. Antonis will take it. Hayden dealt with it well, but Cato from deep, winding up and just putting it over the bar, but it looked beautiful off the boot. A heart and mouth moment for many in the crowd. Hudson will to reset the side as he plays it out to Tucker. Jace Hudson, Southwest Queensland local, returned to Thunder this year as Halliday paying it back to Bowles. McKenzie inside to Fechner. He's been deadly all game in that midfield, just dicing through the midfield. Making really strong runs. Dribbling through. There's McCarthy with it now, on for the injured Brodie Welch. We hope he's all right. There's Phillip now. Phillip. Back to Sarugo. Sarugo will wind up from deep, but it'll go well wide of the post. And we hope Brodie Welch is all right. Dragicevic now gets the side back underway. He was in the Sydney FC youth setup. 10 appearances for them in the Y League from 2017 to 2019. As well as 22 appearances in the New South Wales men's NPL competition in 2018. Runaway Bay Hawks Junior. Came over this season from Gold Coast United, and a beautiful ball played towards Hayden. Hayden now trying to get around Bowles. Bowles takes him down in the box, and it has to be given a penalty. It's not called. And the travelling fans outraged by that one. You don't know how much of the ball was collected in that one. It will be a corner as Orford playing it inside. Will someone rise above the pack? It's outside towards Crociati, physical. Tucker now. Inside. Clear it into the air and not dealt with well. And the press now from City. Antonis running down Hudson. He plays it out towards Hayden. Go over the top towards Phillip. Will he stay on side? Controlled well towards Orford. Back to him. He'll try and get around Martin now. Does well. Brought down again. And this time it will be given a foul, but it's outside the box. And Tyson Martin will see yellow for this one. He does. It's 2 yellow cards for the Brisbane City defence. 1 for Matt Jones and 1 for Tyson Martin. So he'll have to be careful in the remainder of this game. Standing over it is Will Orford. Short of him is Wilfred Phillip. Plenty of tall options in the box, plenty of tall timber. 3 defenders back for Thunder to 1 attacker. You'd think they'd move someone forward, and it's delivered into the box. Fisted out, but it's not over yet as Cato just playing it for a throw-in. Taking it is Phillip. Plays it into McCarthy. McCarthy now. Back to Phillip, who plays it to Hayden. Hayden, he's been quiet today as Orford on it. It's a live wire for this team. Out to Hall. Hall now trying to get through. Gives away possession, and McKenzie can do well. Dribbling around the oncoming Thunder players as Bowles with it now. Cato, the flick is nice, but it's lost. Maybe just a little bit too ambitious. It's McKenzie playing it back. Will be a Thunder throw in. And we can see Pasquale De Vita just in front of the commentary position with a sling on as Antonis moving forward. We hope Pasquale De Vita's all right. Make sure, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you're making of the game. Leave a comment and follow Football Queensland's social pages. It's Hayden just looking for options, imploring his team to find some space. He gets away with that one. Big challenge. They've got to be careful. Do City as Wilfred Phillip on the ground. Another injured striker will not be what Ivor Prasad will be wanting. Well, the substitutes are warming up. Rider camera, as well as City substitutes keeping warm. So Matt Smith looks pretty parked right now. Not sure if he'll be making his way onto the field, but Wilfred Phillip is back up off the ground, walking around. He'll be right for the moment. It's Crociati now with the free kick. Just playing it short to Phillip. And the 1-2 is beautiful if they can get back onto the end of it. Jones back to Bowles. He goes first time. Antonis plays it first time himself, and Hall gets it back with a lovely reverse pass. Orford now, first time, and they're playing beautiful football. The Thunder. But Dragicevic will send it long. And Antonis not tall enough for it, but gets it back. Cato will go first time into Sabatuara. His first touch let him down. Hayden with it. He's got options in front of him. And there's a shout for a handball there, but it was against the body. Crociati into Phillip, and a late challenge there on Antonis. And that's 3 yellow cards for Brisbane City, giving the referee's right arm a workout in this one. Plenty of ink on the notepad. Ball over the top for Thunder, but City can collect it well. McKenzie trying to get out of danger. He does really well, but doesn't keep it in play. It will be their throw-in, and he will be the one to take it. Still plenty of firepower left on the bench. Yuta Hirayama, Kai Bolton, Matt Smith, Jack McAnally. Obviously Riley Stent, backup goalkeeper, probably will not be used. Fantastic backup option regardless, as McCarthy gets through danger really well and is brought down by Koji Kato. Just wrestling him, nothing sinister. But omitted from the matchday squad was Fraser Hills, the reigning Mike Cockrell medal winner for the best non-A-League player in the FFA Cup. And I'm sure he'll be getting a run out if City make it through. Ball is short. It looks like Kai Bolton and Yuta Hirayama getting ready to come on off the bench. The 2 top scorers for the club so far this season is Tucker playing it back to Howard. Yuta Hirayama with 7 goals so far this season, as Kai Bolton does have 6 as well. They move forward, Pennells, he's scored 1 already today. McCarthy outside to Hayden. Hayden now into the box. It's a beautiful ball, and an outstretched Dragicevic keeps it from going into the back of the net. And a great effort there. Just getting out to clear the danger and make sure of it is Orford now. They're looking dangerous. Sarugo trying to flick it in, but Halliday does well as he has all season. Plays it down the line towards Antonis, the super sub. It may be a double substitution for strikers for Brisbane City as they search to get back on top of this game, or get on top of this game. As Sabatuara coming down the wing. Cut inside and look for an option. He opts for the switch. McKenzie's been deadly all game long, making his way towards the byline, but won well by Hall and physical, but it'll be okay, as will be a throw-in for City. And coming onto the field will be Kai Bolton and Yuta Hirayama. And it looks like Connor McKenzie going off on the far side, and Arthur Antonis coming off on the near side. Kai Bolton, it's his 5th season with Brisbane City, and was the joint recipient of the Golden Boot for Brisbane City in 2020. Tied for the most goals. He's already equalled that tally, 3 Team of the Week appearances so far. And as for Yuta Hirayama, he was the competition Golden Boot winner last season for Western Pride. He comes to City and will look to do one better. He's already got 7. He scored 16 last season, and you think he's well on his way to making that up. As Halliday now doing well to get out of a bit of traffic and look for the ball over the top. It's beautiful as it'll sit up, and Hirayama just can't control it and get a shot off. But it's a beautiful ball from Scott Halliday towards Yuta Hirayama, who joined Western Pride from Tokyo International University, where he played for 4 years prior to coming to Australia. Played against J-League sides in the Japanese Emperor Cup. And his university team was representative of the state in 2019. Also has J-League trainee experience with Katala Toyama FC. He spent time at the end of 2019, but he is with Brisbane City now and is looking at home in the Atsuri and at Spencer Park, as Jones with it now. To Fechner. Out to Martin. Into Halliday. Just flick it forward, and it's loose at the back for Thunder. Hirayama just looking to poach there, just waiting for the mistake to happen, as Fechner getting physical and giving away the foul. And they opt to go quickly through Orford towards McCarthy. Giving away the foul is Dan Bowles. The defence has got to be careful. They've already got 2 centre-backs on yellow cards. He doesn't see one on this occasion. Into Orford now. Looking to move quickly and keep the tempo up are the Thunder. McCormack just shoved onto the floor again. Pennell's back into him. Flicks it over the top, but they're not on the same page. They couldn't read the tea leaves on this occasion. They'll be able to collect it with ease. So it looks like it's a strike force of Hirayama and Reeves up front. Well, Connor McKenzie takes the bench and Bolton takes his place. And there's a goal for Southwest Queensland Thunder, an absolute rocket there by Will Orford. He's already got 3 goals this season, and he makes it 4. Fantastic from the Ipswich Grammar product. And it is 2-1 now. And Thunder get back on top of the game. Back to where they were just moments ago. Will Orford, the new signing from Western Pride. A few of their players moving across, and Western Pride, a little bit of an exodus from the club. They now do have the lead. And on the bench for City, just Jack McAnally, Riley Stent and Matt Smith left. You wouldn't think any of those will have much attacking impetus in them. It's Cato. Back to Jones. Thunder still have Michael Ryan, Jack Bertoli, Jackson Frank, Charles Miller and John Crow on the bench. John Crow, the reserve goalkeeper. Martin now. Moving forward, City have got to get one back. Sabatuara, back to Martin. And Orford moving with it now. They'll look for another. The previous goal scorer looks to thread it through, but it can't find a way. Cormac getting physical, doing his job. Thunder will move forward again. Phillip now. Moving forward, he gets it back. Ball in for Thunder, but City can win it back. It's Halliday with it. Out to Bolton. It's been fantastic all season long as he drives through midfield and plays it out towards Sabatuara. To Cato now. To Sabatuara, delivering it, but blocked well. And Hayden trying to get rid of it, but Cato gets it back. And puts it towards the edge of the box as they clear it, but only for the moment. Streaming forward is Matt Jones. Bit of physical there, but not one in a handball there by Pennells. Not intentional, but a handball nonetheless. It's in a good area, and it looks like Koji Cato may be taking it for them. Cato to deliver. Towards the back stick, but it's won well by Thunder. Cato now. Winding up, and it's blocked well. Making its way forward still. Bolton with it now. Looking to get around Phillip. He does well. Plays it outside. The ball will come back in, and it's headed out well by Crociati. Orford. Back to Sarugo, who gives it the big old hoof. And sends it in the direction of McCormack, who does well to hold it up against several defenders. And Tyson Martin potentially fouled by Orford, who tries to get the ball back. Hayden does so, but they can't manage to do anything with it. There's Jones with it. What a goal that was earlier by Will Orford. As he gets the ball now. Can he get a second? Moving around. Ball towards the back stick. Doesn't get over Jones's head, but he will make it out to Hall from Phillip, who gets around his defender beautifully and will look to cut back and across the goal. It's a beautiful ball, but no one's there. As Pennells with it now. Keeping it well, but Crociati will get it and wind up from deep with a strike, and it'll go over the bar. Good goal and a good strike from Will Orford. He's been fantastic for them this season and has done really well to step in for Pasquale De Vita, usually the creative hub of the team and the heartbeat of this Southwest Queensland attack. He's done well to step in from where he left off. It's now 4 FFA Cup goals for him already. Will be Southwest Queensland ball. Southwest Queensland moving forward with it. City with it now, playing it back towards the defence. Tyson Martin with it. Out to Sabatuara, running in front of him is Brandon Reeves. Playing it towards the back stick, and it's done well. It gets across the face, but they just can't get goal side of the defence there. Bolton now. Bolton with it. On the edge to Kai Fechner, who has a shot, and it'll go into the clubhouse and towards the pizza oven. If not for the net. And it looks like Matt Smith is warming up on the sideline. And unfortunately, Fraser Hills won't be able to make an appearance for Brisbane City in the FFA Cup. The reigning Mike Cockrell medal winner, as he is cup tied, obviously for his time with Surfers Paradise earlier in the season, as Hayden winning it back, playing it into McCormack. Does well. Cormac McCarthy, I should say. McCarthy doing well and shooting. It was a great effort. Yeah, Fraser Hills not able to play for City in the FFA Cup. It's a shame, but Surfers Paradise obviously losing out on Sunday to Sunshine Coast Wanderers 3-1. And a great team in the Gold Coast Premier League as Sarugo running through midfield and defence of City, but just not the end product on the passes. Phillip now winning the ball well, but it will be a throw-in for Brisbane City as they play it back to Halliday. Martin now. Bowles into Fechner. Solid all game long. His product there, not so much. But both Jack McAnally and Matt Smith warming up on the sideline, as well as the remaining substitutes for Southwest Queensland Thunder. Michael Ryan, Jack DeBortoli, Jackson Frank and Charles Miller, all getting the legs warm. Lovely interplay there between Bolton and Fechner, and Yuta Hirayama moving forward with it. He's got numbers towards the back stick and towards the edge of the box. He plays it there, but can't find a blue shirt, and they'll keep it in play through Will Orford, who does very well to get away from two oncoming defenders. Got a few oohs and ahs from the crowd on that one. Is Cato moving forward now, and Crociati doing well to cut that one out. They want to get that two-goal cushion as Crociati moving it outside, but gets a touch on it, and Spatuara can collect. And loose passes Sarugo out to Phillip. Phillip now looking to cut inside. May lay it off, turns around and goes towards the flag. Looks to get through, does well, a little bit physical, but he makes his way through. And a loose pass there, just two-handed push from Kai Fechner. Potentially the frustrations getting the better of him on that occasion. And a little push in the back. Surely 50 metres, sir. As Southwest Queensland lining up for the free kick. Opts for the short ball. Hall now. Not the cross he was looking for. As a great attacking fullback. Just playing the ball quickly. City just trying to get it going. Brisbane City defence dealing with it well. Trying to move forward. Yuta Hirayama pressing hard and heaps of energy. And Dragicevic lays it out to Martin, who looks to move quickly. Fechner playing it back. Nudgee College Old Boy, as well as plenty of players in the NPL and the FFA Cup. Nudgee College, great tradition with Brisbane City. Obviously, his brother, Alex Fechner with Lions FC, scored a goal last night against Logan Lightning, and what a goal it was. Obviously, Lockie Sayers playing in the midfield for Olympic FC against Southside Eagles as Phillip trying to get through but can't. And it looks like Jack McNally is getting ready along with Matt Smith. They look ready and raring to go. Obviously trying to use all substitutes to preserve fitness for the weekend's games. As the ball coming in from Hall, and Dragicevic be able to claim it easily. This weekend, Brisbane City are facing off against Sunshine Coast Fire. That one on Saturday, the 29th of May, 6 p.m. Make sure you tune into that one on NPL TV. For South West Queensland Thunder, they'll be playing Mitchelton. 6 p.m. as well. Those two games kicking off at the same time. Make sure you tune in. Players not knowing where the ball is. A couple of looks around, a couple of twirls, but Orford trying to get out of trouble and wins the foul. I believe it was Scott Halliday giving it away, and he'll get a talking to from the referee. Just a warning on this occasion. Matt Smith chucking on the number 2 jersey as Hayden looks to deliver. Bit short. And won well by Reeves on the rebound, and Halliday sending it forward straight away. Hirayama may have been offside on that one. He didn't try in case. And the substitution will be made. Here's Jack McNally coming off the field for Kai Fechner. And Matt Jones coming off on a yellow card for Matt Smith. The last thing he wants to do is get a red card in a cup game. Both of those players coming on, both quality, and both players have played well today in Fechner and Jones. Foul given away again in midfield as Halliday plays it quickly. And Smith with his first touch out to Bolton, who's tackled and won fairly, as Orford trying to get it around Cato. Can't manage it. McNally now sitting in that midfield 2 with license to roam. Has Matt Smith has said. And a free kick given away again. The referee's whistle getting plenty of action in these late stages. So we are about 12 minutes to play. And if South West Queensland get through here, one would think it may be a little bit of an upset in many ways, despite both sides being very good in the Football Queensland Premier League. Brisbane City have certainly been the bookies' favourite thus far. Free kick from Cato. A beautiful strike and a diving save there by Hudson. It's not over as Bowles delivers it back into the box. Not his usual practice. And Cato with a lovely touch to pull it down. But they'll move forward. And one back by McNally. Bolton now. Hirayama into Sabatuara, trying to get around the defence, but he can't. And Crociati doing well there to not give away the foul and not panic. They are 2-1 up. Late in this game, the last thing they want is to give away any silly fouls or penalties, but a great free kick from Koji Kato, the former Musgrave Mustang, as the ball played across to Phillip. He does well to control it, and Martin coming out of defence timely to win it back, and ball played over the top beautifully to Hirayama. Can he get around Hudson? Gets a touch on it but sends it out. I think Hudson got the touch on it, as Hirayama will have the throw in, opts for the quick one to Kato. Two Japanese players linking up. Kato now doing well, getting around as Halliday out to Smith. They've got to throw everything in the kitchen sink forward now. Do City and Bolton falling over on that occasion. There'll be shouts of sniper from somewhere as McCarthy winning the foul off Matt Smith there. The former Brisbane Roar captain, 38 years old now. He's the director of football at the club. He had 3 appearances for the Socceroos. Obviously captained the Brisbane Roar to the A-League Premiership and Championship in the 2013-14 season. Over 100 A-League appearances. I think that's a pretty good introduction. Kato winning it well, despite his height there in the air. Plays it in towards Phillip. Does Tucker. Gets it back. Lovely interplay here from Thunder. They're playing a beautiful brand. As Orford flicks it out to Hayden. Hayden does well. He's got an option in the middle. Doing well to get out of traffic there, but it's won by Martin, and he'll look to stream forward. He's got to move with some intent now. Plays it in towards Reeves. Reeves now looking to get around the defender and Pennells. There's a beautiful ball across towards Bolton. He's been fantastic all game, or all season. Hasn't had much to do in the game so far. Smith back to Halliday. Halliday into Martin. Kato now. Sarugo on him. 2 of the best midfielders in this competition as Phillip moves forward. Sarugo winning out on that occasion. Phillip now. He's got 2 options streaming on either side of him. Fouled there by Bowles. And shouts of he got the ball. You have to say, could have gone either way on that occasion as Phillip still down. Obviously, referee had the best vantage point on this occasion. Certainly in a better position than we are here, and they will be making a change. Will Southwest Queensland Thunder, as Wilfred Phillip is coming off the field. He looks to be fine, but Jack Di Bortoli coming onto the field. Just 17 years of age, 2020 Under-18 Player of the Year. Toowoomba Grammar, first 11. A high-endurance player with a good engine. He won the 8.4 kilometre time trial in the Toowoomba Grammar first 11. Bit of a tradition up the range between the first 11, the 16As, 15As. The annual Heartbreak Hill Challenge in February of this year. Obviously won't get to test that engine today, but he will be working hard. Over 100 appearances across multiple junior levels for the club as the ball towards him now, and he can't win it out, just over his head. And Smith now looking to move forward. Ball a little bit wayward. And will be a Thunder throw in. It's good to see Pasquale De Vita making the trip to Brisbane to support his team despite his injury in this midweek tie. I wish him a speedy recovery. Halliday back to Smith now. He's got Martin on the outside as well as Kato, who he goes to. Kato now doing well to turn around and get out of trouble. Needs to find an option. He goes back to Martin. Martin into McNally. Martin now opts for the switch to Smith. Moving it forward are the Citizens. About 6 minutes left to play in regulation. It won't be too much. A little bit for some players being down, but that'll be about it as Kato into McAnally. Out wide to Bolton with a lovely bending pass. Bolton now. Bolton cutting inside. And look for an option. Falls down and wins the foul. Vico Sarugo giving that one away. And it is a great place to win the ball. Matt Smith first to it, and I'm sure he'll go into the box. Cato will take it. Could be either a delivery or a direct shot. Would favour a left footer here. It's in a similar place, but on the opposite side from his previous free kick, which certainly tested Jace Hudson. Opts for the dink into the box, and rising up big are the City players. They don't manage to get an effective shot off, but they will win the corner, and taking it will be Kai Bolton. Plenty of players forward and plenty of players back for the Thunder. All the yellow shirts within the 6-yard box. And you'd have to say they've got to send some players forward now. Brisbane City, a loose touch there as they play it towards the back stick, and Hudson not troubled in the slightest. And he'll just send it long and play the territory game as pulling it down well. There's the Thunder player, and a foul there. Not much time left to play. Regulation under 5 minutes. Still plenty of work to do for both sides. The Citizens chief among them as they look to move forward. They need to get a goal. Remember, if City manage to get a goal here, they will send it to extra time. If a win is then not decided in extra time, it will go to a penalty shootout. May not be necessary as of yet if Thunder can hold on to their lead with under 5 minutes left to play in this game. City now, Smith with it to Bolton and back to him. Unable to do much with it there. On the far side is Cato. Get the throw in and they'll go quickly. Sense of urgency here for City as Halliday back to Bowles. Cross to Spatuara if he can keep it in. Absolutely pivotal. Spatuara back to Martin. Martin with a bit of the hips. Smith down the line, cut out well by the Thunder defence. And it was Wade Hall. He's had a fantastic game on that left-hand side. And the throw in there, an abstract delivery from Bolton, but does the job. Cato with it. Back now. City have really got to start moving forward in these dying stages. They're playing the possession game. It's Martin with it now, making a run are the City players. Reeves desperate for it. Out towards Sabatuara, who puts it towards the back stick and just goes a whisper past the post on the far side. Whether that was a shot or not, I'm not too sure. Looked like a cross. But if it sneaks in, you'll take those. Hudson now. Over 50 first-team appearances for the Thunder. Made his debut for the Thunder against Brisbane City in March of 2014. Reeling back the years a bit. He makes his 51st appearance tonight. As Halliday trying to play it towards Matt Smith. Not happy with the services. Hayden streaming forward now, trying to get past Bowles. Just saying, take it to the flag, hold on to it. Will be a goal kick for Brisbane City, much to the dismay of the Thunder bench. And Ivor Prasad, their head coach. Smith now, he's got runners ahead of him. He opts to go for Halliday. It's been a revelation for him in midfield. Over the top towards Bolton. It's a beautiful ball and it'll sit up well. And look for options in the middle. It is Hirayama and Reeves. He does well to get through the traffic and have a shot. And it's a goal. It's an equaliser at Spencer Park from Kai Bolton. What a strike from the number 15. He levels his side with 30 seconds left to play in regulation. Did somebody say Mr. Clutch? It's his 7th goal in all competitions so far this season. And if Thunder or City can't get another goal, we will be going to extra time. And the shot from deep off the kickoff. Some say reminiscent of David Beckham. I say reminiscent of Simic for Capalaba against Strikers only a month ago. A goal from the halfway line. Absolute screamer. We will be going to extra time if a winner is not found in regulation. And if we still can't find a winner, it will go to penalties as the ball in the box now for City. Shepherded out well there by Tucker. No substitutes left for Brisbane City other than Riley Stent. So unless he can do a job up front, they're left without substitutes going into extra time. But the substitutes they brought on were absolutely quality in Yuta Hirayama, Koji Kato, Kai Bolton, Matt Smith and Jack McAnally. Key contributors for them in the league, regular starters. Bar McNally, but he is trying to tackle down De Bortoli, who's moving forward. The Toowoomba Grammar product straight into the chest of Dan Bowles, but Kato with the ball over the top towards Hirayama. Crociati doing well there, and Reeves streaming forward with it. Hirayama may have been offside then in the end as Orford moving forward, challenge in from Halliday. Ball inside, won well by Kato, intercepting. Bolton now with it. Smith now. They've got to go forward. There can't be much extra time left. It's been about 2 minutes into stoppage time. Kato dinking it over the top if it'll sit well, but Hudson will come out to collect it. And he sends it long. So I reckon both teams will be playing for extra time now. And Kato towards McNally. Can they snatch a winner? Into Sabatuara. First time towards Reeves, but cut out well by Howard. And Martin winning it well, getting around. Pennells. Martin opts for the switch if it can find its way out towards Bolton. He did so well for his own goal. Managed to sneak through the defence. Smack it in. Halliday now. Short to Kato. Back to his coach. And that is full time of regulation here at Corporate Travel Management Stadium. We will be heading to extra time following that goal from Kai Bolton. It is 2-2 when we're taking a short break, but don't go anywhere. It's only getting started here in this round 6 FFA Cup clash between Brisbane City and Southwest Queensland Thunder. So we are back. It is extra time here at Corporate Travel Management Stadium. It will be 2 halves of 15 minutes. And if a decider, or if we can't find a winner in that time, it will be penalties. We've already seen multiple times already this year, obviously Albany Creek, Excelsior versus Gold Coast United up at Copplick. Ended in a penalty shootout and some heroics from Tim Lahif as he put away the winning penalty himself, and the goalkeeper saving one. Here's the magic of the cup, well and truly alive here at Corporate Travel Management Stadium between Brisbane City and Southwest Queensland Thunder, as it is 2-2. And Kai Bolton getting a late one to bring his side level. And we are back underway. Southwest Queensland getting us back into the action as Matt Smith winning it. No substitutes left for City other than Riley Stent, the very capable backup goalkeeper. As they win it back, and Hall losing it in midfield. Crociati just giving it away for a throw-in. And Kai Bolton looks like he'll be taking it, or he'll give it to his coach. I think you'll listen if Matt Smith tells you what to do. Reeves towards Bolton. Bolton now, can he get another? Pulled his side level, and he plays it outside to Cato. Cato now threading it through, but just a little bit too far ahead. Cato getting around. Playing it back is McNally to Bowles, out to Smith. Throw in now. Smith taking. He's got Bolton short and goes to him. Halliday, a nice flick from Cato. Reeves moving forward towards McNally, who may wind up and does so, but it's a low driving effort blocked. There by Michael Ryan, who's come onto the field. And into defence, Sarugo. Debortoli loses it. Hall, a foul on Cato. Crociati will take the free kick. The Italian defender sends it towards McCarthy. Halliday now out to Martin. Cato. Across to Smith with a beautiful ball. Into Reeves. Reeves back to Smith. Halliday. Martin now. Thunder win it back through Orford, and the defence will try and get rid of it. Try and move forward and get a goal of their own. Orford into McCarthy, controls it well. He's got a runner in front of him, plays it towards him. He'll get around and play it back towards McCarthy. He can't get to it. And here's Di Bortoli on that far side, wearing the number 6 for the Thunder. McNally into Koto, playing in a midfield 2. It looks like Bolton's gone more central now. There's McCarthy getting a high foot from Halliday by the looks of things. Goes long, and Smith wins out. Reeves into McNally. Reeves now looking for options in front of him. Sarugo, and around the neck as Reeves gets a yellow card, and a dirty one there. Frustration building for City. Make sure you follow Football Queensland on all social channels. Make sure you don't miss a minute of the action. Of course, subscribe to MPL TV as well as Mirko Crociati with the free kick long. Spatuara wins out, but they get it back. Pennells open the scoring. McCarthy now losing out, but getting it back. He's relentless in the forward line. And a look to whip it towards the box, and Smith can win it well. And Pennells, he scored one already, goes for the shot, and it's sat up so beautifully. And I believe it got a deflection as Dragicevic keeps it in the field of play. Smith moving forward, imploring his team to make options, make space, and plays it into that space as Martin getting around the defence beautifully. He plays it forward towards Batuara, but it's cut out well by Ryan. Martin into Cato, dispossessed. Orford with it. He's got a runner in front of him. Debortoli getting forward. Loses it to Martin. They go shoulder to shoulder. And Smith with it. Hirayama making a run, but perhaps not completely open. Smith. Short to Reeves. Into McNally. Look to play it in. It's a beautiful ball to Hirayama. I'm not sure if he intended it to go there, but it's got there. And Hirayama just pausing, looking for options. Bolton. It's a patient build-up from Brisbane City. And Halliday into McNally. Smith just playing it across to Martin, who can move forward, try and find an option in front of him. He does so. Receives the favour. Smith can move forward now with it. Bolton, he's been dribbling so good today. Loses out there. Debortoli into Orford. And Martin sends that one into orbit as it comes towards the commentary position. And it will be a throw-in for Thunder, and Crociati taking. Crociati just looking for yellow shirts down the line. Bolton heads it back and he'll get it. Will Crociati. McCarthy losing the ball out to McNally. Hirayama moving forward, trying to play it past Hall. As it is actually Howard there. It's been fantastic all game long. And Sarugo trying to get past the City defence. And Wade Hall now. It's been terrific down this left-hand side for the Thunder. It's Bolton putting it out. Batuara moving forward as our City, looking to counter. In towards Hirayama, he'll stay on side. He'll look to cut towards the edge of the box, and Sabatuara can hit them from distance as he goes towards the byline. He'll look to cut it back in. And well defended by the Thunder. Batuara will take on that far side. Options in the box. Was towards the front stick, but Thunder equal to it. They had all their men in the box, bar one. Cormac McCarthy. It's been good since he's come on for the injured Brodie Welch, who is on the bench now. We wish him a speedy recovery. We hope it's all right, as he was carted off by his physio. And Dan Bowles, bit of sportsmanship from the tall Toowoomba-born defender, playing his trade at Brisbane City now. Thunder move forward now with numbers as it's played towards McCarthy. Dragicevic can claim it easily. Smith moves forward with it now. Remember, the winner of this game will go on to face Lions FC in round 7 of the FFA Cup. They will be having a home fixture. It'll either be here at Corporate Travel Management Stadium, or Lions will have to make the trip up the range to Clive Berghofer. Both fantastic venues, as Thunder moving forward through Jordan Tucker, who looks to cut back, and it's intercepted well, and it's not over as Debortoli with it, trying to get around. He does so, cutting towards the byline, crosses it, but can't find a yellow shirt. Send it long. Crociati dealing with it well. Pennells into De Bortoli. Ryan now off the bench. Looks like Richard Hayden has taken his position on the bench. He's played well all game long. He came on into that intermission as Bolton streaming forward now with it. Will he outgo himself? Cuts inside, has the shot, and it's a great build-up, but it's straight into the arms of Jace Hudson. That dribbling through traffic, so strong, and Crociati with an interesting, what looked like an elbow into the back of the City player there. Cato across now to Smith. McNally back to Smith. Not every day you have your coach on the field, but for City it's normal and a big challenge, but clean, as Cormac McCarthy moving forward now, gets the ball back from De Bortoli. Orford's in the box, the cross from McCarthy into Dan Bowles and out for a corner. Play down, getting a cramp sorted is Brenton Pennells. Yuta Hirayama helping him stretch it out. A substitution will be made. It is Brenton Pennells coming off the field. There's two players running back, and it may be a double substitution. Jackson Frankie and Charles Miller coming onto the field, while Jordan Tucker and Brenton Pennells exit the field of play. Both talented players coming on, and both Jordan Tucker and Brenton Pennells have had fantastic games. Brenton Pennells getting the opener here with a fantastic goal. The corner will come in now. Lofted and floated into the box. Dealt with well by the City defence. Frank now with it. Sarugo. Not many options in front of him as he goes back outside to Frank. Smith just short. Plays it long. Prociardi. Great header. And flicked on. And a bit of afters. But it's all right. Just checking if they're okay. And Bolton playing it over, and well won by Charles Miller, not the tallest man on the field. As Orford and it's the end of the first half of extra time. Again, a short break, and we'll be back in a moment. It's still 2-2 here at Corporate Travel Management Stadium. That's the end of the first 15 minutes of extra time. We'll be having another 15 minutes in just a moment. Make sure you don't go anywhere. Welcome back to extra time here at Corporate Travel Management Stadium. It's still 2-2, and it is about to be the second half of extra time here between Brisbane City and Southwest Queensland Thunder. And what's been a fantastic game so far, and a late equaliser from Kai Bolton as he proves to be continually dangerous for Matt Smith's side. All substitutions bar goalkeepers have been made in this game so far. Midweek tie still have to play on the weekend. Both teams obviously made plenty of substitutions, and they both hope to keep their cup dreams alive, the magic of the cup. Next round in the cup for either of these teams, whoever gets the win will be against Lions, as interception but can't be recollected by the on-running City player. But whoever wins this game will have to face Lions FC in round 7 of the FFA Cup, the round before the national round. It'll be the furthest both teams have reached, I believe. City have never reached the national round. It's Sabatuara with the shot. Won't trouble Jace Hudson. Joining from Western Pride, he was a Thunder junior, or local at least. Transferred from Pride to Thunder mid-season. Piers Clark is on loan from South Melbourne FC. He's gone back down to South Melbourne this season. Hudson nominated for, well, Pierce Clark nominated for Goalkeeper of the Year last season. Bolton. Back to Smith. Cato now. Great ball into Reeves. Reeves just can't control it. And Sarugo can move it to Miller, who can move it forward. Cuts inside. Plays the ball forward. Exciting player. Martin moving the ball forward now for City into Sabatuara. Great ball as it finds him. Inside to Reeves. Reeves with the strike, and Reeves with the goal. Makes it 3-2 for Brisbane City as they look to make their way to round 7 of the FFA Cup against Lions. A beautiful build-up play stemming from Martin's ball into Sabatuara, played into Brandon Reeves. Gets the shot off, and it's a beautiful shot at that. The keeper, Jace Hudson, rooted to the spot. And it's no surprise, Brandon Reeves, 3 goals already this season. His dad, Tony Reeves, was a renowned striker in his own right down in Adelaide. Got 22 goals for Salisbury Inter in 1992. He was the top scorer in the South Australian Amateur Soccer League that season. So goals run in the family, and he's got a crucial one for Brisbane City. Get back underway. Thunder with the throw-in. Ball forward again. Hirayama will get onto the end of it. Streaming forward. Can he beat Jace Hudson? It's one-on-one as he places it, and Jace Hudson gets a foot to it with a great save. Go towards the corner flag. They'll keep it in. McNally doing well. He's got 2 defenders on him. Goes down. It will be a goal kick for Thunder. And if this game didn't have enough drama in it, don't go anywhere. Hudson moving it forward. Martin with the header. Miller with the throw-in. De Bortoli. Miller again. Back to Ryan. If the Thunder can't get an equaliser, their cup run will end, and it'll be a long bus ride home. A long bus ride up the range. The last thing they want is Martin switches it now. Smith over the top. Will it sit down for Cato? Looks like Crociati will be on the right side of it and let it run for a goal kick. Ryan now towards De Bortoli. Ducks, and it was Frank. And McCarthy moving forward. They need an equaliser. He moves into the box, cuts it back, gets a deflection. Well defended there by Bowles. Good build-up play there from McCarthy. Perhaps needed to cut back and go himself. As City send it long towards Hirayama, nodding it back into the middle, but no one there. It's Crociati back to Ryan. Frank now. Beautiful chest down there by Frank. De Bortoli now. Inside to McCarthy. Great flick there. Put down onto the deck. Nothing's given off ball. Long. Ryan wins out. De Bortoli, the Toowoomba Grammar product. Ball played long. Howard will look to get to it. Hirayama trying to prevent him, but will be City throw in. Sabatuara. The ball. It will be Martin taking the throw in. play now. Smith outside. First time, Cato in towards Bolton. If Bolton can get there, ahead of Crociati, and he can. Tries to get around him, but it will be a corner. And maybe him taking it. Not many City players heading into the boxes. You'd think they'd play it short and keep it close to the corner. In the corner they go. Cato with it. Wins the throw in. Minutes left to play in this game. As Reeves back to Cato. They're looking to play it slowly, and Thunder just need to win it back. Miller doing well, but Bolton will get it back and look to move inside. Crociati winning it, and it will be another corner for City. It'll be more of the same from the Atsuri. Not much left in the game now. They need to get out of the corner. Here is Thunder with it. Frank heading it on in the direction of Miller. Miller playing it short to Orford. He's been great all game. Spatuara can win it back and move forward. They'll be taking it towards the flag. Just keeping it among themselves. Not doing anything silly. Smith with a loose pass. Uncharacteristically, it's Crociati with it. Flick on, not good enough. It's Howard over the top. And will be a City throw in. Reminder to follow Football Queensland on all social channels. Make sure you don't miss a minute of the coverage. Get your NPL subscriptions sorted. Throw in for City. It's Cato using his body well, winning the throw in for City. Reeves doing well there. Into towards Bolton. And will be Thunder ball. They're looking to go quickly. Crociati with it. Miller making a run on the far side. And the header one. Thunder have to keep the ball. De Bortoli winning the header. Spatuara getting the ball. Halliday back to Smith. Former Brisbane Roar captain. Crociati, the Italian defender. Ryan playing it forward. Shouts of a handball and given. Spatuara is saying it hit my shoulder. Referee disagrees. And Orford will be looking to deliver it by the looks of things. This may be one of the better opportunities at the death here for the Thunder. Plenty of men forward, the only not being Chase Hudson and Charles Miller. As the ball, it's a beautiful one. Martin winning out. Great use of the body by Crociati. Played in towards McCarthy. They can't make anything of it. Still keeping it in the City defence. And foul given away by McCarthy there. Challenge from behind. And heads in hand for the travelling Thunder fans can see Pasquale DeVita. Disdain. It's Miller. Move the ball around. Crociati is going to urge his team forward. A long ball. If McCarthy can pull it down, fouled there by Matt Smith, who doesn't like it. But he got very physical on that occasion, and it's a deadly area for Will Orford. Three minutes left. How many opportunities will they get? The back end here. It's do or die for the Thunder. They're putting it all in the hands of Will Orford. Still young, still only 21. It's a great free kick, and it's a fantastic save by Dragicevic. That was top bins from Will Orford. And on another day with another keeper, we might be seeing penalties in a few minutes. He may still. It's Thunder with the corner towards the front peg. Player down in the box. Hudson in the box with that bicycle kick. And you can't write this stuff. Jace Hudson, the keeper, snuck forward. And he's getting out the karate kicks. The audacity. Go on, big fella. He's still in there as they go short towards Orford. Orford back to Crociati. Looks to deliver it. It's at the front post. Can't make anything happen. Hudson looking to make something happen as McNally with the shot. It won't travel the distances. Miller just has to clear it and does so. They may get another shot off. Bolton now. See, just playing with it. And Thunder have to win it back some way or another as they'll run towards corner flag here. So Batuara will look to hold on to it. Under 2 minutes left to play. Batuara with the throw in. Divortoli winning it back, trying to get through traffic. Crociati doing well, and the foul given away. They have to move quickly. So Batuara are not happy about it. It's got to be long now from Crociati. Under a minute to play. Sent long into the air. Crociati just not able to control it, and it will be a City throw-in. They need another dead ball. If that ball went in from Will Orford, what a different last few minutes we'd be seeing. And that is full-time here at Corporate Travel Management Stadium. Southwest Queensland Thunder's Cup run ends as Brisbane City move on, and it will be a Super Classico round 7. One for the books, and one you'll have to make sure you watch. It is 3-2 to Brisbane City on this Wednesday night, and a fantastic game of football for your midweek. Make sure you follow Football Queensland on all social channels. Make sure you get your NPL subscriptions in check. Make sure you don't miss a minute of Football Queensland action. I've been Campbell Johnson. Have a great night.